What is going on, Momentum fam? Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time on the channel, my name is Mo, and on this channel I simply go ahead and share with you guys my entrepreneurship journey and what I learned along the way. Today's video is going to be different than e-commerce and what you guys have been used to over the last year. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Why? Because one, it's trending. Two, I'm a complete idiot when it comes to crypto and Bitcoin. I am not eligible to give any type of financial advice, so please do not take this as financial advice. Three is there is a fuck ton of opportunity that has allowed me to capitalize a few $1,000s over the last few weeks. And because why not, right? Some people just need access to information and need a little bit of a push in order to start something new and get into something new that could allow them to make money. And there's no better time than now, especially with that, stimulus check that you guys are getting, or the $1,400 that everybody's getting. Fortunately, I haven't gotten a single one yet. I don't know why. I need to talk to Joe. I need to talk to somebody about that situation, but I'm still waiting on mine. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into my screen here. All right, so first thing is first, we're gonna be talking about why crypto. And again, these are just some bullet points that, again, I am not an expert. I want to emphasize that a million times. But again, just to give you guys some type of idea of what is crypto. So first thing is first, crypto is the #1 performing asset class of the past decade. What does that mean? So when you go ahead and you compare cryptocurrency, not just Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency as a whole, compared to gold, compared to stocks, compared to bonds, compared to ETFs, Bitcoin is the most and best performing asset within the last 10 years. That means it has gained more market cap, it has gained more value than any of the other stuff that we talked about in terms of dollar price and percentage wise. Okay, if you guys don't know what cryptocurrency is simply programmable money that makes the market, right, more cost and time efficient. So what does that mean? So when you think about the regular financial institutional money and really the way this company was built based off centralized finance, right? If you were to make a transaction right now, let's say you wanted to upload or wire money from one place to another in the world, usually it's going to take a lot of paperwork and a lot of time, right? Because again, usually these banks that we have in our country, really around the world, don't really carry that cash in the first place, right? That cash is always in circulation. Right, so your money isn't really real, technically, it's in the air. So if you were to go ahead and send money, let's say from here to Africa, right, it's gonna take about 4 to 5 days to be able to process a wire. When it comes to cryptocurrency, right, it eliminates the need of needing pretty much a bank, first of all, because you can store your own money, your crypto money, right? And then you can move that money however you like, and you can exchange that money however you'd like, whenever you would like, right? So it's a lot faster, it's a lot more efficient. Number 3 is obviously because of everything that's going on in the world, you have seen over the last, I would say 2 to 3 years, but specifically this year, in the last year, huge endorsements from some of the biggest companies in the world leaders that we have, like Square, which is one of the biggest payment processors for small businesses in America, right? They're actually buying, I think, about 900 Bitcoins a day. So we can go ahead and do Square buys Bitcoin, right? So Square itself bought 50 million worth of Bitcoin in October using existing cash on its balance sheet, right? Jack Dorsey, obviously the CEO of the company, announced it bought an additional $170 million worth of Bitcoin, and both Bitcoin purchases amount to about 5% of the company's cash holdings, right? So you see companies like this, then you see Stripe, which is another huge payment processor, one of the biggest companies in America as well. Then you see Tesla, right? One of the biggest companies in the world right now, buys $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. So you're starting to see a lot of these world-leading companies starting to pave the way and show you that, hey, yes, there is hope with Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin is not as scary or as crazy as you may think. And we want to go ahead and give it a chance, right? We want to give it an opportunity to see what cryptocurrency can do for our company and our business. And you know, the next bullet point I want to talk about is obviously the pandemic increase of money supply, right? So again, for those of you guys who aren't really big on financial literacy, when you think about money supply, there's a specific amount of dollar circulating in the world, right? Let's talk about the US dollar. When you print more of that US dollar, what's going to happen is that demand is going to decrease. So when that demand decreases, right, because there's more money available, right, that value depreciates, right? And when that value depreciates, what's going to happen is assets are going to start inflating, right? So you're going to start seeing things go up in price because that dollar value is worth a lot more. So that $1 that used to buy you a gallon of milk, now you're going to need $3 to buy a gallon of milk, right? So the value of the actual fiat money, which is the dollars or the euros or that paper money, is going to be dropping more and more over the next 3 to 4 years, and you're going to start to see that with the inflation coming up, because again, the amount of money that was printed within the last 2 years, right, was 40% more than the amount of money that has been printed over the last 10 years. So imagine how much more money was printed because of the pandemic, right? So there's no limit. It's like, hey, the US government decided we need $1.9 trillion, put the machines to work, let's print the money and let's put it out there, right? When it comes to cryptocurrency, you cannot do that, right? So the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin specifically, there's a limit. I think that's Samir screaming about, you know, he just made some more money or something. But so when it comes to cryptocurrency, I believe blockchain, which is the program and essentially where the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, is listed on, right? The software that develops and it controls Bitcoin. It's a controlled amount of supply. So what that means, every single day, I believe there's only 900 Bitcoins available to purchase or are made, right? And that amount usually is cut in half every 4 years. So it's a depreciating asset, which is good because again, you can't print more. So once Bitcoin is done and it's capped at specific volume and nobody can mine or create anymore, that value of it is going to rise because there's going to be a lot more demand. And obviously this year it's reached $1 trillion in market cap. So again, these are some of the main things that I believe I wanted to share with you guys. If you're a complete beginner to crypto like I am, you know, these are some good things to obviously start learning and knowing and being aware of in the world that we live in today. And educating yourself about crypto is honestly going to be huge because, as you see, I'm sure, you know, we have digital art called NFTs selling for millions and millions of dollars. I'm still having a hard time wrap my head around that, but I think it's a pretty interesting thing, and you know, myself always curious to learn about things like this. I'll definitely be sharing about, you know, what I learned throughout this, or I'll definitely be sharing what I learned as well with you guys. So the next thing I want to talk about is honestly this thing that I found pretty interesting as well. And again, I am no crypto expert or really trading expert, but so Bitcoin goes through what's called a halving cycle, right? So back in 2016, I believe it was the first halving cycle. So if we go back over here, I pulled Coinbase up, which is like an online platform for you guys to buy Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. It's a brokerage account. So if you take a look at 2016, right, this one really Bitcoin was, you know, starting to push itself to the market or come in to kind of, you know, more education and more information being out there. So back in 2016, it was the first halving cycle. So what that means, Bitcoin had reached new highs, right? So you've seen it went up from, you know, $400, $500, all the way up to $20,000 over the course of 4 years. So between 2013, right, kind of stable, small gains, all the way until that last year, which was, I believe, 2017 and 2018, boom, it reached that new high of $20,000, right? Then for the next 4 years after that, you can see it was kind of on a less volatile timeline, and then until 2020, which is where we're at now, boom, right? It's in another bull year. So based off the information and what I've been learning is Bitcoin goes through this cycle. Usually it's 3 years of a bear market. So A bearish market means a market that you're not going to see overall huge gains in, a huge momentum. And then it goes 1 year of a bull market, right? And currently right now in 2021, we are in one of the craziest bull market, and pretty much a chimpanzee can make money within this bull market. You do not have to be an expert. You don't really need to know much about cryptocurrency. You just need to have a brain, some time to do some research and really follow the crowd and follow the hype of what coins and what things to invest in, right? So just wanted to give you guys a small taste, obviously, of what Bitcoin is, what I've learned about Bitcoin, and why it's so interesting to invest in now. If you guys obviously like this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and comment what your thoughts about Bitcoin are. And if you want me to kind of share with you guys more information about where I'm investing, how I'm investing, and really how you can make some, I would say, 3 to 5x returns in this bull market based off, again, what I'm learning. I'm not no expert, but again, as you see in this graph, if you do a lot of research, you know, they're saying Bitcoin is going to hit about 175,000 within the next year or two, again, based off the repetitiveness of the market. So what that means is, again, it's very predictable. So here, as you guys see on the screen, each cycle peak has had exactly 574 more days added to reach the next Bitcoin peak price. This estimates that the next Bitcoin peak to take 2,051 days, peaking on July 30th, 2023. So if you see in this cycle, again, this is just a picture I found online that you know, one of the people I'm following, which is Jeff Sakinger, 0%. He's actually a crypto guy I've been watching a lot and learning from. You know, kind of went over this graph. So again, if you take a look, right, 903 days, boom, it reached a new peak. Then you give it another 574 days, another big peak, boom, right? And then another 574 days, supposed to reach that next big peak. So hopefully within the next year or two. But again, here's some, you know, quick feedback, quick information about Bitcoin. Make sure you guys drop a like, drop a comment, let me know your thoughts about crypto, and I'll be dropping another video on how you can do the same type of research that I'm doing, and how to put your money in places that could or could not pay you out anywhere between 3 to 5x returns or more in the next few months here. So see you guys on the next video. Peace out.